just bought this. So I was intending to get something like this, but I was going to go through eBay and get one of those kind of ones from Japan, but I was intending today getting a Wi-Fi extender, and I saw this and I thought it's 50 quid, so it's not cheap but it's not expensive, there's no subscription, and I thought what the hell, give it a bash. Luckily I was one that was open so I could have a quick look at it, but here's obviously the device itself. That's the device that I've got to hide in my bike somewhere, and in here we've got something with no SIM card. So I suspect the SIM card is inside there. I hope it is anyway. Right, so let's suspect it's in there. And I've got the setting, the kit to attach it to my bike to power it. I suspect that we're going to have a case of, yep, just straight somewhere, possibly to the battery, maybe not, depends if I can hide this somewhere, and then that into this port here, but I might have to try and get some of that putty stuff to stick that, so it make it more waterproof, otherwise that might be a point for water to get in. So I've got, what else have we got? It's a USB cable, so I'll charge it before I put it on the bike. Got a got a plastic wallet to maybe put it in, but that's possibly if you're, yeah, probably used for using it separately to see where somebody is. So if you're tracking something, put that in, seal it, and leave it with them. Okay, so we've got an adapter, I suspect. Alright, okay, yeah, so we read the instructions, which is very unusual. Contents on Streetwize tracker, one SIM card already inserted into the device, one USB charging cable, user manual, reading now, one screwdriver in case pre-installed, SIM needs removing, replacing. So, that badger. So, buying credit. Alright, okay, so it's a libra.co.uk thing. Tell them what I'm going to do, and then off we go. So this will be attached, this cable, to my battery on my bike, attached to that after I've first charged it completely, and then off we go. And then the first test is to see how long if this affects my bike battery. So those are all the bits. Very straightforward, so I suppose the next video will be fitted and then a quick test of the system. So we hit a snag. The card is installed in the device, which I've had to now take out and put into a spare mobile phone, because even though it says go to the website and do it, you can't. You have to call Libra services, the Libara, whatever it is, from the device. So you have to do that first to activate the SIM card. Oh, top up.
Welcome to Libara Mobile. Your pay-as-you-go balance is 0 pence. To top up or buy a bundle using your credit, debit card or a voucher, please press 1. For other balances, press 2. To speak to customer services, press 0. To repeat these options, press star.
So I suspect that that's now connected, done, so I can now go to their website
You have not selected.
and do my bits and pieces. So I'll do that, and then if that's right, I'll chuck it all back together. So there's the flaw in the plan. You can't just go to the website, put the number in, do it. You have to take the SIM card out, put it into something, and then off you go. So although they've done, looks like they've tried to do you a favour, actually it's caused you a bit of hassle. So step 3 now, rather than just 2 steps. So to add to the issue, you can't, you obviously put the SIM card on your phone, you dial 5588, that activates it. You can top it up from there, or you can use the website, but at some point they'll send you a text to confirm the phone as well, so make sure you've completed that and you've got your credit on your phone before you transfer it back, otherwise you'll be transferring it back and then taking it out again. So as far as I'm concerned, this SIM card is now sorted, so ready to go back in. So I'm going to put it all back together now. What it has done is it showed me it's quite well put together. So I'm nearly finished with the inside stuff before I fit this to the bike. Probably the biggest thing, these are the instructions you get with this, and the only thing this tells you to do, I don't even know if I can find it, is it tells you how to send a signal to the actual device to get to return the contents. I mean, what you basically do is it tells you to send a text to it to get a response back. Now you don't have to send a text to it, you can just call it. You'll call it, it'll hang up, and then it'll send you a text back. And if you've got unlimited minutes on your phone, there's no drama with that. The thing is though, you've got a thing to send it to say to do it, but it doesn't tell you anything else. And there is quite a few bits you can do with this, more than this tells you. So the biggest advice I'd give is do a search for TK Star GPS tracker, and it's the same thing, just with a different cover. And in here it goes through, you know, the main bits, and probably just some of the things I've done for the device now. And here's a list of things you can do in the device. So some of the things I've done is, so I've set you know, a couple of phone numbers to be able to admin this, so that it will only accept a phone call from a few numbers. Everything else it'll just ignore. And also this tells you about the online tracking, so you can go online and look at it. There's a website you can go to, but I've also just put a GPS online track on my phone. So on my phone now I've got real-time tracking of that device, and it gives you a little distance between, it says you in your car, but it doesn't mean that. So I'm 9 meters away from that. Obviously that's a 10 meter, you know, sort of a 10 meter difference, but you never know. Yeah, so this is what I'd suggest you get if you buy one of these, because then you've got all the bits and pieces. So there's a shed load more that it'll do than it tells you in this documentation. Yeah, so next, when the weather's a bit better, because it's raining at the moment, I'm going to fit this to my bike. I might go out in a minute and have a quick look whereabouts I'm thinking of putting it, but that'll probably be the next video. But yeah, that's the Streetwize GPS system. Quite impressed with it at the moment, but we'll see. I've got, I suppose, the biggest test for this is when it's installed on my bike, whether it drains my battery. And I suppose the thing I've done, by default this does, is the GPRS mode on this is off by default. So if you had your bike stolen, the first thing you probably do is turn GPRS mode on and then start doing real-time tracking. So at the moment it's just doing the sort of from the phone mass, sort of triangulator from phone mass where it is, but if your bike got stolen, you'd probably turn GPS on straight away, and then start tracking it more accurately. But yeah, I'm impressed with it at the moment.